What is going on, y'all? We are back, season 5 of Gonzo's Convos. Um, we're here, y'all. We're here, season 5. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been doing a lot of promoting leading up to this month, leading up to this season. So honestly, we're gonna see how it all folds out, how it all goes, and all that good shit. But yeah, I would say I also have a good lineup of guests. I already have a special guest for I would say for this week. I don't know how I should do the whole special guest thing. I guess I'll figure all that shit out. Um, but as far as I know, probably do it by the week or so. That'd probably be a lot easier. So I'll just handpick whoever the special guest is, and that will be um, or how I will pick them is their follower status, their popularity status, all that good shit, and we'll just go from there. But yep, season 5 is upon us. The first episode officially is Monday, so this is just the intro video, and I'm psyched for it, ready for it, especially because I had the whole month booked up. So we'll see what happens. As many of y'all know, a lot of the times, what's it called? A lot of the times, guests will call out or something comes up, whatever. So I'm not gonna be surprised if that happens because that's the world of podcasting, and that's just what happens. That's just how shit goes when it comes to podcasting and stuff like that. So I'm more than prepared for it. So we'll just see what happens. But on another note, um, I don't think I'm gonna do any other topic. What I mean by that is probably just gonna keep it to where it's all about the guests and getting to know the guests that I bring on and getting their insight or their opinion on the generation today. As many of y'all know, many of y'all people that watch, y'all already know my opinion on it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get their opinion on it. Most of the time, I will say they agree with me as far as how shitty this generation is. But I mean, it'll be interesting to get a mixed feeling. You know what I mean? To get someone on that strongly likes this generation. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of dig down and see as to why they like it so much, or as to why they think positively about it. Um, hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out why. So we'll see if we get a mix of people that like it and stuff like that. But it's funny because whenever I tell them that it's about them and their opinion on the generation, immediately when they respond back, they're like, "Oh, okay, but I got a lot to say about this." So I'm like, "Okay, we'll see what you got to say about it and all that good shit." So I'm more than prepared for it. And yeah, I'm gonna start working on the posters here pretty soon. So I will go ahead, make those, post them, and see what comes of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like a dude that just kind of goes by the day, if that makes sense. So, when that comes to promoting, when that comes to recording or whatever, by that day. Everything else, I'm kind of, looking for the future of what my goals are and shit like that. But when it comes to this shit right here, it's in the moment, right in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, um, we'll see what comes of all of that. But yeah, I don't think the topics are gonna change. I tried to change it up a little bit back in season 4 with the whole spooky theme, Halloween, all that shit. Uh, I got some good episodes with it, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was enough to actually have people come on and talk about it because it's one of those sensitive topics to where some people feel like if they talk about stuff like that, it's gonna follow them. You know what I mean? And it's superstition. Some people have it, some people don't. Um, some people believe it, some people don't believe it. But I, I would say for myself, there's certain superstitions I believe, and then there's others where I'm like, you know what, that's something God can protect me on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here right here saying that I'm not the best Christian. I'm absolutely not. I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't, do all that stuff. But, you know, I have crosses all over my place, crosses all over here. I have a cross right there. Um, And it's, I'm a believer, and I believe that I can do better, and that's just how that is. But no matter what sins I do, whatever, I end up doing, I'm always gonna be a firm believer. You know what I'm saying? God all the way. You know, and I will say there's a very sensitive topic when it comes to Israel and Palestine and stuff like that. I've been seeing a lot of the Free Palestine, all this stuff on social media. I don't speak on it just because I don't want those comments coming. I don't want people hate me just because of what I believe, what I think type of deal. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, and this is the only thing I want to say about that is Israel. No matter how fucked up or what bullshit Israel does to people or Palestine, people of Palestine, I don't necessarily agree with that at all. But I will say this: that Israel is land of God. That is the land of God, and the people of Israel or Israelites are the people of God. So, um, yeah, I believe they're doing some fucked up shit in Palestine. Don't get me wrong, but I do believe that that is land and the people of God. So, you know, as a Christian and as a believer of God, you kind of have to stand with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I did my own little research on it because I wanted to know exactly what was going on. I wanted to know exactly what to believe type of deal. Like what I'm talking about type of deal. And I don't really know exactly for sure how the whole conflict started. There's a lot of different sources that said a lot of different things, but there were some that said Palestine started that shit, or not Palestine, but uh, starts with an H. I forgot the goddamn name, but I forgot the fucking name. But they started some shit, and that's what started the conflict and whatever. Israel was getting attacked, and then Israel attacked back, and then it's just when when it came to Israel, they just didn't hold back on anything, and it got really crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So that's why I've been seeing a lot of the Free Palestine and stuff like that. Now, as like I said, I don't really like to speak on it. I don't like to really talk about it too much or dive into it too much. All I'm gonna say is those are the land and the people of God. So, um, no matter what happens, whatever world conflict's going on, God has that shit under control for sure. God has that shit under control, whether you're a believer or not. I'm not trying to push it on anybody. God has everything under control. Whatever you believe in, whatever God you believe in, they have it under control. Trust in that. Trust in that faith. Trust in all that stuff. But aside from all that, right, I'm ready to kick in on it. And I promise you, I'm not going to talk about any of that on the podcast. I don't talk no political stuff. I don't talk no real sensitive topics like that. I like to keep it cordial. I like to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about. My voice is cracked. My fault. Damn. We want to talk about the guests. We want to get to know the guests that I bring on, and we want to get their opinion on the generation we live in today. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the guests I bring on obviously live in the States. I've had some, or I've had one that lived in England, which that was really cool to have her on, get her opinion on her own uh, country that she lives in. I had one from Canada. She was pretty cool, and then randomly unfollowed me on Instagram. So I'm like, I didn't do nothing wrong, but more power to you, I guess. Whatever venture follows your way, cool, follow that. Uh, but yeah, most of the people I have on are from the States, so I like to get their insight on what they think of the generation, what they think of the world they live in today, and yeah, keeping shit cordial. I have yet to have like a real argument or anything like that. That's obviously not something I push for when I have guests on because, like I said, I like to keep shit cordial. I'm not like these other male podcasters. I just like to bring, females on and talk shit to them. Like I don't really understand the whole hype behind that shit. I get it could be entertaining, if you like cheese man, you like the drama and shit like that. That's cool, whatever. Um, but that's not how I run my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like podcasters like that kind of ruin it for the rest of us. They ruin it for the rest of us male podcasters, and they don't really like how, females I talk to that I try to bring on here, they don't really like how, they get shit talked. bring on just to get trashed on. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really it's not really good. It might be entertaining for a lot of people, but it's not something that's content worthy, in my opinion. Like, what's the whole point of bringing someone on, male or female, just to trash them or call them out or do whatever? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they do some really fucked up shit, then okay, cool. But if not, they're just living their life. Let it be, man. You know, if the male or the female, has a shitty lifestyle, they're just hoeing around doing whatever. Don't call them out for that. That's the way they want to live their life. Cool, let it be. You don't need to trash them for that. I'm sure more than half of them know that that's bad, but they're hyping themselves up. They're hyping themselves up to not admit to it being trashy, I guess you could say, but it's the lifestyle they choose to live. So just let them live their life. There's no need to trash them. I feel like that makes it worse. That makes them want to do that shit even more because they know it pisses you off and it pisses other people off. Let it be. Let it be. And that goes to all the other male podcasters out here. Let that shit be, man. It got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? The life they live is not the life you gotta live, or it's not the life you are living. Do what you gotta do. Simple as that. That's why I don't understand the whole trashing and everything like that. I don't fuck with it. I don't. Have to get or every guest that I bring on here, whatever their lifestyle is, I don't ever trash it because I know that's the life they want to live. You know what I'm saying? I can give advice. I can give advice all I fucking want, but am I gonna change it? Am I gonna be the change of pace? I possibly could be, but that's not for me to do. That's not for me to do at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me to bring them on here, get to know them, and see what they think about this generation. That's it. That's it. Nothing more to it. You know what I'm saying? If they want to share, like if it goes off topic, they want to share other shit. We end up talking about other stuff. Cool. I'm more than happy to do that because this is basically just a conversation shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular FaceTime or whatever the fuck. That's what a lot of guests call it. It's like FaceTime. But that's what my shit's about, man. I'm not about trashing anybody. You know. And it's funny because I'll go on TikTok and they see that I'm a male and that I'm a podcaster. So that's like automatically the assumption is that I bring on females to shit talk or to trash them. No. So the only thing I say to them is just to go watch my content. No, not even that. Go watch my clips on TikTok. I have clips on there on TikTok. Go watch them shits. And you'll see that it's just a cordial conversation. No matter who they are, what they do, it's all cordial. I don't judge. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? What does them fucking 20 dudes have to do with me? What does them being a stripper, being prostitute on the corner have to do with me? Nothing. Or being a content creator, OnlyFans creator, has nothing to do with me. They're living their life. They're doing their thing. Leave them the fuck alone. No need to trash them. Just get to know them as a person. You can get to know as to why they do it, but I wouldn't judge them. Everybody has their own set of ideas, set of goals that they end up following or end up pursuing. So there you go. Let that be. But to end this shit up, because I was gonna keep it short, but I went on a little bit of a rant. Just to show I'm not like that. I'm not one of those dudes that just trash females like that. Like there's no fucking point in it. There's no point. Make friends, dude. All my male podcasters. I know I'm still on this. All my male podcasters right now. Stop the bullshit. It might be bringing you views. Okay, cool. But you're not bringing a good rep to yourself. Make some friends. Make some connections. That's what I use this shit for. That's what I podcast for. I love talking. I like talking to people. So I build my connections. You know what I'm saying? I build my connections and I get to meeting people. It's a good way to meet hella connections. I got a lot of friends from this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is 5 seasons of this shit. And not like legit seasons where it's like, season by the year. I'm talking about seasons by the seasons. That's how I do my seasons. You know what I'm saying? So season 5 is it's the winter season. It's the Christmas season. It's the snowy season. You feel me? The cold season. So And season 4 was what was that? Fucking fall. You know what I'm saying? So I do my seasons by legit seasons. I don't do them by the year. But you make a lot of good friends doing shit like this, and I encourage a lot of people podcasting, not even just the males, just everybody podcasting. I encourage y'all to you really use this to get to know people, where their heads at, and really make connections. Simple as that, right? It's simple. It's simple. And you can read energy, man. You can read the vibe, you know what I'm saying? If they're not willing to do all that, then let it go, man. Let it go. There's plenty of other people to make connections with. It's like a relationship. When one don't work out, guess what? You know that saying, plenty of fish in the sea. Go chase that shit. Not chase it, but you know what I'm saying? There's plenty out there. There's plenty of opportunity out there in general. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta find it. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different with relationships. I always tell people just let that shit come to you. You know? Relationships, all that shit will come to you. That's like one of those things that you cannot be going out trying to find because you're gonna end up getting mixed in with the wrong fucking people and the wrong relationship. Trust on that. Trust on that. Because I used to be one of those motherfuckers that was like, man, I'm on a legit relationship. And what I ended up finding, because I was searching for that shit, I just found nothing but fucking friends with benefits. And the friends abbreviated. You know what I'm saying? So don't look for that shit. But as far as your goals, your aspirations, all that other shit, chase that shit. Chase that shit. Chase your fucking goals. Don't chase relationships. Because this is not the. It's a good example. This is not the generation for it at all. It's not to go out here chasing this shit. Get your money up. Get your goals up. Get your goals chased. Reach your fucking goals. Reach your aspirations. Do what you want to do. The relationship will fall into place. That's what I always preach to people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a perfect example. Like I'm even to this day, I'm not good with relationships. I'm not. I'm in one right now, but I'm not good. I'm not saying I'm the best with it. I do what I can. I do my best, but I don't think anyone's ever gonna reach that perfection when it comes to it. If that makes sense. Just be the man you want to be, and be the woman you want to be. Simple as that. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this out because we're about to hit that 20-minute mark pretty damn soon. I'm gonna keep this short, but like I said, I like talking, I like ranting. So yeah, season 5 is coming up. Once I end off this, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on all the posters and stuff like that, and getting that shit going. And I'm very hyped for this season, and we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this season takes us. Um, and I plan on doing this shit till till I reach that age. You feel me? So I'm gonna be at this shit for a while. So y'all just hang on for the ride, and y'all stay tuned for season 5, episode 1. Now that one's gonna be a good one. Y'all stay locked in onto your shit and stay tuned to this episode.